Hello, world. It's John Pinto, your roving realtor, bon vivant video blogger. And I am here with Eric Selwyn, the guru of all things HomeGuard roof termite home inspections. How are you today, Eric?
Very good, John. How about yourself?
Very good. I got to practice on that name, Eric Syren, like Serenity,
Right.
not like Saran wrap.
That's what they called me in grammar school. Yeah.
Did you go to Catholic grammar school?
No, I did not, but the public school system was very generous in handing out those kind of nicknames for me.
Consider yourself lucky. When you go to Catholic school, you wind up with a lot of Irishmen,
Uh,
and you know they have honed their sarcasm skills after being dumped on by the English for hundreds of years. So it would have been worse if we were in Catholic school.
okay, nice.
And we also have Rafael Betances, all things ordering roof termite home inspection. How are you, Rafael?
I'm doing great, John. Thank you for having us again.
Did you go to Catholic school?
I did not go to school. I went to
You
Baptist
pro-
school, actually.
you went to Baptist school.
Yeah.
Baptist school. That sounds very serious. That does not sound nearly as fun as going to Catholic school, especially Catholic high school. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll save that for another video. I'm sure. I'm sure there's a statute of limitations on teenagers running amok in Brooklyn. so, so let's see. We're gonna. You've got your Section 8, which is kind of housing assistance. I guess Section 8 can
Right.
also refer to when you don't have all your marbles in play. But then in termite world, you have Section 1. And as a realtor, corrective in nature, work that is corrective in nature. Can you enlighten us, Eric, on Section 1, corrective in nature?
Yes. So when we're doing an inspection, we're either going to call Section 1 or Section 2. And Section 1 means we've discovered active infection or infestation. And what that basically means is we either found fungus or we found some other type of wood destroying insect, termites, beetles, something like that, and something that needs to be repaired.
Excellent. I find it sometimes amusing when we tell clients that there is that infestation and they're insulted. My house
Oh
is
yeah,
infested.
right,
How
right.
dare you?
Oh
How
yeah,
dare you? So let's put a little pecking order. I'm going to take an arbitrary pecking order. I'm going to think number one on the hit parade on wood destroying pests and organisms is probably wet rot and dry rot around the toilet, the shower, and the dishwasher. Would that be accurate?
absolutely. And a lot of exposed wood on the outside of the house. If people aren't painting and maintaining those things, then those will be exposed to weather and they'll start to rot as well.
I had a house built in 1926, and it came through remarkably good on the termite inspection because it was mostly redwood, but the trim was not redwood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see that a lot. We see 80, 90, 100-year-old homes, and actually that old growth wood, beautiful wood, you can't even get that anymore. Rarely do you see any damage in that type of wood, but you're right. They use the less expensive wood for the trim.
Okay, so let's go to the next item on the hit parade. Drywood termites generally in the attic. Can you articulate what the implications of that are?
Right. So the drywood termites, basically, that's the bad kind that you don't want because typically it means the way to get rid of the termites is you put the big circus tent on your house and you put the gas in there. That's the only way to effectively kill drywood termites because they live in the wood members of the house.
So local treatments are not necessarily the best standard of practice. Is that correct?
That's correct. You know, we can offer a local treatment. If we only find an infection in one area of the home, we can treat that one area. We can't basically determine if it's in other areas because we don't see any evidence, but that doesn't mean that they aren't there. So it won't be anywhere near as effective as getting the tent on the house.
Thank you. And there are very few things that scare me But one of the things that does scare me, especially when I look at a report, is subterranean termites.
Mhm.
Why do you think I'm scared by that? And should I be scared by that? And what are the remedies and how runaway could that damage be?
Yeah, the subterranean termites, I mean, you should be a little bit scared because typically it means, you know, something under your house or near the house has been getting wet for a long time. You've created, out of the wood structures, you've made filet mignon for termites, and they are just more than happy to go right ahead and keep chewing away at that wood under the house. And most people aren't going under their house, so they're not going to see that. So that you see the subterranean termite damage can be there for years and get fairly substantial. But don't be too scared because we have a way of getting rid of the subterranean termites, which is treating the soil. Subterranean termites need to return to the soil in order to live. So if we treat the soil, they go through the soil, they take that poison down to the rest of the colony, and the entire colony can be wiped out.
Give us a preventative FYI on subterranean termites. Water is not our friend.
Right.
And I think if there is any universal transgression by homeowners, it's not paying attention to their grading and drainage and gutters and downspouts around the house. So, can you give us your version of why that's a horror story?
Absolutely. You're getting the wood wet, and it actually creates a scent that those termites are attracted to. So if you're constantly getting the outside of the wood wet, it will start to deteriorate a little bit. It'll be putting that scent out for those subterranean termites, and they'll basically say, someone's ringing the dinner bell over here. We need to get to that house and start eating.
I understand that example. I mean, there was nothing like the scent of my mother making Sunday sauce Sunday morning,
Oh, yeah.
with the sausages, the veal, the beef,
Mhm.
the pork meat. My father would put everything in there: pig's ears, pig snout.
Wow.
She used to make braciole out of pig skin. Forget about the flank steak. This is why when Ted and I talk, it lasts 15 minutes instead of when
Right,
you and I talk and it
right,
only goes
right.
7 minutes because we're talking about Greek and
Uh,
Italian food. So, okay, so pay attention to your gutters, your downspouts, your grading,
right.
keep the water away from the house.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to volunteer or emphasize that we may not have covered on your section one findings?
The other thing about the subterranean termites would be uh, if you have a raised foundation where you can get under the house, a lot of time people do construction, maybe you put a new bathroom. Make sure the contractor takes all that wood out from underneath the house because you will get some water under the house, and the wood right in contact with the soil, it's going to bring those subterranean termites up. Once they've eaten those little wood scraps, now they're under your house, and they want to come into the house and start eating the rest of the house. And now you're going to have section one items on your report, and that's what you're trying to avoid.
Okay, so just like you shouldn't leave your McDonald's wrappers in your open SUV if you're in the middle of Yosemite.
Correct.
Kind of like that. Excellent. So, Eric, for people looking to get more information on this subject, where would you direct them online?
Yeah, please go to our website at www.homeguard.com. We have a plethora of information and videos on there for people searching out information on any type of termite repair items.
And Rafael, if people do not have their computer available, they just want to get on the phone, call you, text you, or possibly email you from their phone so you can retrieve the information as the HomeGuard concierge, how do they contact you?
Absolutely. You can either call me or text me at 707-616-8762. Or you can email me at rbetances@homeguard.com. That's my last name, @homeguard.com.
Gentlemen, thank you for imparting all of that very valuable information. Everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on the next page.